I'm bad at video games. All right, so here's another one. So I forget exactly what I've said in the last couple videos, the last 4 videos. You know, I wasn't sure about the game, and then I was thinking maybe it was clicking with me, and then I was also enjoying the co-op. Well, let me just tell you, I'm gonna go all the way. I have in my actual playthrough, I have 1 more soul contract to complete before fighting the final bosses, and yeah, I am. Unless there's like a huge additional difficulty spike, which I'm sure there will be somewhat, but. I am here. I am here for the game. So we've got this fight with the old Grim Matchstick on simple mode. This was a pretty fun one. I was reviewing some of these fights and watching some of the earlier ones. I really do think that like the simple mode on the fights is a much better is like the more balanced version, and I think that the game would not have nearly the sort of reputation of being crazy hard if the default was the simple mode, which, you know, maybe is a good thing, maybe is a bad thing. I don't know how much the difficulty is legitimately a selling point for people versus being something that scares people away. I mean, the reputation of this game, you know, it preceded itself, and it, you know, almost scared me away. But, yeah, like, good stuff. This is the second Mausoleum. Doing some parrying. I will say, like, I don't think I've ever gotten, like, as consistent with parrying as, like, I probably should be, but, I've been playing it on PS4, and, I have read some places that there's a little bit of input delay, and I've noticed a little bit of input delay that can make things like parrying a little bit, more challenging. Been playing certain levels where parrying is important, using the pea sugar power-up. So we got this bird in the birdhouse. Let's see, I forget the name. Do I have the name handy? Let's see. Wally Warbles. Sort of got like a Woody Woodpecker aesthetic. I think this might have been my favorite so far of the flying levels. Specifically this is in the simple mode. But the regular mode, when I get to that, wasn't too unreasonable either. But specifically the simple mode, I kind of like. I like the look, I like the aesthetic. It wasn't like overly difficult, but you know, but plenty memorable. Shaking the feathers. All right. Then we fight the little baby bird. Yeah, in the regular version, the final phase doesn't I don't know. I can't decide if it's like my favorite if it's like my favorite final phase or if it's completely pointless. It's the second time that they use the joke of like you've already killed them, but they're still fighting. Yeah, this one's pretty solid. Man, I can't get the it's hard to get the damage in. I think I was being real careful about just trying to make sure I didn't get hit there. I think it took about that one took a decent amount of time to get through. Okay, now we're back to some co-op action. We got the toads here. I don't feel like looking them up. But this is the I believe this is regular difficulty. Teaming up with Molly. Also, I think initially Molly and I had our game, like we had a separate game from mine, and I think at this point, yeah, I'm not sure at this point if we are on my game. I assume we are because I started with 4 hit points, and I don't think I ever got that power up in the game that I was co-oping with her. This fight's okay. Definitely an Island 1. I don't this final phase of the fight is definitely a difficulty spike, and I may have to go back and play it now that I've played more of the later game. But you pretty much, I feel like you pretty much have to have at least one time have the thing be on green. Orange, I think orange is not too bad. But I think both times that I've beaten it on regular mode, I got double green. And which is a little, I don't know, a little anticlimactic. The red and the orange ones are kind of interesting, and that's another little criticism that I have of this game is like you fight the bosses over and over and over again, and sometimes they'll be a lot easier than other times in certain runs. So Beppi here. We played him, and Beppi's not an easy guy. I think we actually fought him a bunch of times to get Molly a little more comfortable with some of the mechanics. Definitely like a difficulty spike when you jump to the I think he's one of the first bosses on the second island. And took me hours and hours, but then the muscle memory was there, and I just like. This was very few mistakes. Obviously, after I'm fighting this after I had already beaten him on regular mode. Well, I still got down to 1 hit point, so I guess I did make a few mistakes. But like I just remember this boss fight, and it was like the muscle memory was all there, like 100%, which makes me want to almost makes me want to get into like speed running or something with the game, because this was just really fun, just a lot of fun. Knocked him out. What's next? What's next? Okay, so we got this run and gun. This was maybe my favorite of the run and guns so far. I haven't beaten all of them, but I don't know. This one seemed like it had enough gimmicks while still kind of just feeling like a platforming level, which I feel like several of the other ones have had a lot of gimmicks. Also, I'm gonna need to go back as I watch this. I think I miss a few of the coins. I'm not sure if I ended up going back and getting the coins that I missed. Because as the game goes on, like, you just got to take every advantage that you can, so getting the power-ups from the coins can be really important. Because it's not super easy to find coins, other than getting them in the platforming stages, which are, like, they're really hard, and they're just not, like, I don't know what it is about the platforming stages, but I'm just not as, I don't like just dying on them over and over again. But I did kind of like this stage. Dodging the condiments. Also, when I was playing it, I thought it was going to spell out snacks, and then that was going to be the end of the level. And then it's like snacks and treats, and I'm like, no. But here we made it. Took 1 minute and 57 seconds. Okay, so I got 4 out of the 5 coins. So that may be why I did it. Now, this boss, I had just gotten the chaser power up, I think, or sometime around here I got the chaser power up. It's the first one that we see me using it, at least. The chaser power up just, you know, aims at the nearest enemy, and so you don't have to worry about it. But it doesn't do hardly any damage. But there's a lot of these bosses, it's made my life a lot easier, because while you're not doing a lot of damage, like damage per second or whatever, you are consistently doing damage. Although except for I think when you're jumping. But at the same time, this boss, I mean, on easy mode especially, but I was sort of in this point in the game where some of the stuff was really hard, and then this guy, like, I almost felt like the chaser was breaking the game, because I was just, you know, avoiding stuff and holding the fire button down, and I beat this boss and one other one that way, and then there was more to it. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's part 4. Like I said, there's going to be a bunch more of these. Yeah, this is honestly, Cuphead's one of my favorite games of all time now. So again, thanks for watching.